Welcome, Wargamers, to another Batrep, sort of. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying out my Tauu, but about Orc Allies. 1750 points, even fortification. This is exciting. All new stuff. I'm just going craziness. So, who are we with here?
I'm Will Abel from Orangeville.
Hello, Will Abel from Orangeville. Are you excited as I am?
I'm super excited. Fight
Yes!
Tauu for the first time. So.
Ooh, I'm going to play Tauu for the first time.
Perfect.
So good luck. What are you bringing?
I'm bringing vanilla Marines, just standard Marines, Crimson Fist style. Should be fun.
Awesome. And yeah, so I already have 1750 points. We're just going to make a board, none of this rolling for train nonsense. And let's go take a look at those armies. Wish us luck. And here, 1750 pounds of tow. We got a Chasseur with a missile pod and twin-linked plasma rifle. 2 bodyguards who also have the same equipment. And 3 more battle suits with also the same war gear. Moving on, we have 12 fire warriors inside a devilfish. And another 12 fire warriors. We got 2 broadsides, 2 shield drones. And to the left is a hammerhead. Hopefully he hits some things. And we got 8 pathfinders in their devilfish. And for kickers, I thought, let's try out an Aegis defense line. So the rules in deployment, they just have to be touching another one, so you can just have set to 2 or whatever. But I brought allied detachment as well. 30 boys, can never leave the greenskins at home, with a weird boy and a DACA jet. And there's your 1750 points. Moving on, we have Vanilla Marines, or Crimson Fists. We got a Chapter Master with Artificer Armor, a Storm Shield, and a Relic Blade. And he's with 10 Stern Guard, and they have a Kami Melta. Then we got 5 Assault Terminators, Storm Shield, Thunder Hammers, and they, of course, are with Chaplain Cassius. I guess not, of course, but they are. Then we got 10 Vanguard and 2 squads of 5. There's 2 Storm Shields, 1 in each squad, and 1 Thunder Hammer. And they all have jetpacks. And there's a tactical squad with Melta, power weapon, and a missile launcher. And 1 more tactical squad with this one just with a flamer and a missile launcher. And they'll probably split up when we start the game. And then with a squad of Devastators with 3 heavy bolters and a missile launcher and a whirlwind in the back. 1750 points of Space Marines. So deployment is across from each other. We did the Crusade, I believe. Then we got 3 objectives. And so you see my Aegis defense lines are put out. We'll see if they are useful at all or not. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we'll get going. I rolled off, and Warlords, we got Intimidating Presence on the Chapter Master, and on the Chasseur, we got Master of the Vanguard. Hooray. You needed to reroll run distances. Alright, so I deploy first, but my boys, I do get a lot more cover at least, but I am going first, so I'm probably going to have to run outside the cover. But you can only place your fortifications in your deployment zone, so I couldn't have placed them more towards the center, which probably would have been a lot more useful for me. And that was just going to slow me down because of dangerous terrain. But, you know, some cover here and there is always useful. Broadsides go in the building back there. And I'm deciding not to deep strike any of my battle suits, just bring them. Because usually when I even hold things in reserve, even though it's a lot more reliable to come in now, they just seem to never come on. Or ruin the game in some way for me. So everything's coming on. The Pathfinder's going to go right in the middle so they can see as much as possible through those windows. So I'm pretty excited to start on my Tauu. Of course, the Whirlwind hiding in the back, right behind the building, as obscured as he can get. Devastator's up on that little ledge, and we'd agreed to give them cover while inside of that, just because they're in a building, more or less. They're in ruins. So they'll get a 4+ save while they're up there. And then in the footprint of the ruins of the building, it's 5+. Other than that, just basic deployment. Placing the guys, lots and lots of Space Marines. And those on the far left that were just deployed are the Stern Guard with all their different ammunition. And so I'll see how he'll use them, first of all, but also how I'll have to kill them. Not as many tanks as I thought I'd brought a lot of anti-tank. Well, not a lot, but with the broadsides and the hammerhead and everything. Night fighting is enabled first turn, and he does not steal initiative. And so here we go. Boys are jumping out of cover. It was just very comforting first time using Tauu to have some orcs alongside. It just, you know, just kept my heart nice and warm that they're there. But anyway, just moving up, the fire warriors jump into devilfish because, well, fire warriors will die horribly to a whirlwind shot. And hammerhead moving over, and what's great about those Tauu suits is that they can just jump around in the assault phase, so they don't have to worry about getting completely in cover in the move phase. But running forward with the boys, I think I'm not sure what I got from my weird boy power. I think I got like +1 attack for everybody. But Pathfinder, marker lights, got 7 marker lights on them. I only need to use 2 to raise my ballistic skill of that squad up to 5. And so I'm hitting on 2s, so it's just my missile pods. And lots of wounds, and end up killing 2 of them, which is a great victory. But then the broadsides are shooting way across, and they're shooting right into the Devastators. And the one guy has a black sun filter, so ignores night fighting, but he does make his cover save inside the building. Next, shooting, I can see the edge of the whirlwind with my hammerhead, but I failed to hit. Next with some missile pods, trying to think I'm barely within range, but he will get a nice cover. Although I probably should have taken away the cover with the rest of my marker lights. But that's okay, I think his cover was better than his armor, or armor was better than his cover save at any rate, so that's why it didn't do it. But assault phase, as not very accurately pointed out by the SpaceMarine player, as the coward phase. Definitely not. This is a cool phase. So we forgot to do objectives. So we got a sabotage on my side, Skyfire Nexus on my side, sabotage on his side, and targeting relay on his side. So we actually have 4 objectives. And we roll for both the sabotage. They both don't explode, so we'll see what the Crimson Fist can do. Stay tuned for part 2.